Afternoon, everybody. We're going to do something a little different today. I'm not going to be playing a course on GS Pro. I'm going to be playing a course in Uneekor's native software. It's a Korean course called Bay Hill. Yeah, let's get to it. And of course, the first shot out of the box is a no read by the Uneekor. Holy granola bar. How far do you gotta hit to get to the fairway here? Okay, probably 200 yards.
Number 1 player to swing.
182.
Rough.
Certainly
Number
costs
one player
a lot
to
more than
swing.
GS Pro does. No doubt about that.
Green. Number 1 player to putting. Poor chance.
Little cheater arrow there. There's a little arrow that showed you where you should hit. This Bay Hill was 4 out of 5 stars for difficulty. Perhaps a little longer next time.
Number 1 player to putting. Concede double bogey.
I think we're gonna have an echo if I leave the TV up. Par 3,
Number 1 player to swing.
193. Ooh, it's over some nasties too. I don't think that's gonna cut it. It was a poor hit. Where are we?
Rough.
Rough.
Number 1 player to swing.
Do we take a penalty or? If you can see here that we're in the red penalty area. I think there may be an option I don't have clicked or something. I'm not sure. There was an option that said whether to turn out of bounds on or not. It might have encompassed all penalty areas. If I can just get out of here, that's fine. Cart path. Where are you headed? Oh no, that's not good. Just stop. All right.
Rough. Number 1 player to swing.
38 yards. that enough? Looks like it ain't too bad. Okay, it auto conceded me. So I'm guessing there's some perimeter around the hole that it auto concedes yet, maybe 5 feet or something. I couldn't tell.
Number 1 player to swing.
Definitely looks a lot more arcade. Kind of reminds me of, I don't know if any of you guys have ever played Golden Tee. Just a lot more arcade, announcing your shots, stuff like that. Since we don't have, apparently we don't have penalty areas turned on. Not too concerned here. Not gonna restart the round to do that though. Probably should have aimed more left. I'm pretty sure that would have been in the penalty area.
Rough.
I've noticed a lot of these courses on the Uneekor
Number 1 player to
native
swing.
software have, right, if you're off to the left of the or the right of the fairway, you roll down a hill. Like the courses are a series of islands almost, if that makes sense. Off the hill.
Rough.
It's better than what we've been doing. 68 yards.
Number 1 player to swing.
Trying to make this not a marathon round here. I don't like when my videos are much longer than 50 minutes, so I'm gonna keep moving at a good clip. Not doing that.
Rough. Number 1 player to swing.
Pick it up. Looks like I sculled that pretty good. She's rolling.
Green.
This looks like a fun green. Lot
Number 1
of
player
up and
to
down,
play.
and got my little cheat arrow here. That might be a turn off for some of you guys. I didn't see an option to turn it off, but I didn't look through all the game options and the graphics options and all of that. Got home from work a little late today and just decided to get right into a round here.
Number 1 player to putting. Double bogey.
Very tinny sound. Very tinny sound when you go into the cup.
Number 1 player to swing.
339. Ooh, skins. I don't want to go into the penalty area. It doesn't matter because of a setting I have somewhere. I'd still prefer to keep the ball on the fairway. I had to aim pretty far left to even
Fairway.
get that onto the fairway.
Number
I'm
1
working on
player
a
to
slice.
swing.
150. Oh man, that's getting old. Just that's a disheartening feeling.
Rough.
You can't see the map while your ball's
Number
flying.
1
I
player
don't
to
love
swing.
that. But you'll see we're well off the map. 75 yards. That's too much. Okay, we're never gonna get out of here doing that.
Rough. Number 1 player to swing.
Oh man, this is just terrible.
Rough.
Terrible. You gonna auto concede
Number
me
1
out
player
here?
to
No,
swing.
you're just gonna let me keep on suffering? Put me out of my misery. Oh my, that was just embarrassing right there, buddy. I honestly don't know
Rough.
what. Can we concede out of this hole already?
Number 1 player to swing.
No? Oh my goodness. Sheesh. What shot are we on here even?
Apron.
Apron.
Number 1 player to
We're on the
putting.
7th shot. And I still haven't been put out of my misery here. It's a par 4. She should kick me off the green here on the next, if I don't make it on this. And I won't, right, obviously. She should kick me out of here.
Double par.
I can't believe it's only double par. But here we are. They're par 4. I can assume we're gonna be hitting driver.
Number 1 player to swing.
Oh boy, the shankety shanks. Club path is nothing. We didn't read it. A204.
Fairway.
Got a $120 to the hole.
Number 1 player to swing.
It's up. Oh, that's so shitty. Somehow it was a fade. I don't know, folks.
Rough.
Somehow
Number 1 player to swing.
a little miracle occurred. That was really weird.
Rough.
Just pole striking. Let's try
Number
going
1
way
player
out
to
in.
swing.
It kind of feels like it still did it.
Rough.
Yeah, I think it's like my mind is aiming for right
Number
there.
1 player to swing.
So weird. If I aim,
Apron.
visually aim behind the ball, what
Number
would
1
normally
player
make a
to
shot
putting.
go off the toe, it's been working just fine. Like you see, that's slightly toward the toe, but not a big deal. So weird. It's like my brain and body are disjointed here.
Double bogey.
Double bogey. What are we doing here? High 5.
Number 1 player to swing.
Oh no, that's gonna be bad. Dirt.
Rough.
Ooh, buddy, if I was into mulligans,
Number 1
that
player
would
to swing.
100% be a mulligan. God, do you even, can I even recover from this? Do I just keep on hitting the ball until something happens. Come on, Uneekor. Oh boy, what'd we do? Oh no, are we hitting our hybrids off the heel now too?
Number 1 player to swing.
Is that off the heel too? Yep. That is crazy.
Rough. Number 1 player to swing.
Still 218. Not bad.
Fairway.
Not my favorite shot.
Number 1 player to swing.
Shot 5.
Green.
Okay.
Number 1 player to putting.
The GS Pro button box does sort of kind of work as far as up, down, left, right. Haven't seen anything else. Putting physics are a little different
Number
than
1 player
GS
to
Pro.
putting.
The greens feel a little bit, they're a little bit harder. It's hard to explain. I guess you would say, yeah, they were harder.
Concede
triple
triple
bogey.
bogey.
I can't hear what she's saying because I don't want to have an echo on my mic in the OBS video.
Number 1
But I
player
do
to
know
swing.
she says something funny on the putting greens. I do know that when your ball goes in the cup, it sounds super tinny, like a Mario Golf type of tinniness. She pronounces a few things funny. Maybe they'll fix it in a future update, but I don't know. Probably no incentive to. Just hitting really badly right now. Which is
Number
not
1 player
terrible
to
because
swing.
I'm not on a real golf course. I didn't spend 50 or 60 bucks on a round of golf, just here in the garage. We'll blame it on brain fog from daylight savings. How's that? That wasn't a bad shot. Looks like it should fall in the fairway.
Fairway. Number 1 player to swing.
Extremely high in the air.
Rough. Number
Okay.
1 player to swing.
Ooh.
Concede
It auto
bogey.
conceded me out. There's some sort of gimme circle there. Absolutely. Okay, par 3. What are we thinking here?
Number 1 player to swing.
159. That's a nasty little green. It's going to be hard to keep it on there. It's pretty far downhill too. And I shanked it. Get across that ravine, don't do anything too weird.
Rough.
Very rough, 73 yards.
Number 1 player to swing.
Not quite what we were looking
Rough.
for.
Number 1 player to swing.
Sit down, baby. That ain't bad.
Green. Number 1 player to putting.
Cheat arrow is nearly lined up, so I'm just gonna hit. Yeah,
Concede double bogey.
something's a little off about the putting physics. Right, the launch monitor always delivers the same data to whatever program it's running on, whether it's E6
1
or
player
GS
to
Pro
swing.
or whatever. I wish I could play Awesome Golf on here, but I don't believe they're compatible as of my last search on the Google engine. This is a nasty little bugger here. It's just, I've never hit across any sort of a ravine like that. It should come back, just not maybe on the fairway. I think that would have been inside the red penalty area. Again, if you own the software, you can go in and turn it on or turn it off or do whatever you want to do. We are right on the edge of the penalty area. To get to this other fairway, I need to hit at least 182 yards. This is obviously a hellacious shot here off of a hillside. So we'll see if it accounts for that or just lets me hit a straight ball. I don't think it accounted for the hillside, which is fine.
Rough.
Software perhaps under development, needs time
Number
time
1
to
player
cook.
to swing.
That's fine. It's entertaining enough software. I just don't personally think that it compares to GS Pro as far as realism and number of courses available and stuff like that. What was that shot? Off the heel. Way more
Fairway.
forgiving, just didn't get any distance on it.
Number 1 player
But
to
that was
swing.
a 6 hybrid, 27-degree 6 hybrid. I'm just not enjoying hitting my irons right now. And if you're not gonna have a good time, I don't see what the point of playing is. It'll eventually work itself out. But I'm also getting to that age where, you know, I don't have maybe the swing speed for the long irons. I don't desire to have the swing speed. When I'm swinging that hard, it hurts, right? Got quite a bit of turf on that shot, but it still rolled up on the green and it wasn't a shank.
Number 1 player to putting.
Let's see if we can speed up the rate
chance.
of play here. Use my cheat arrow. Get in there.
Concede bogey.
Again, or are we in? I don't think we're inside the circle. I think it's 5 feet. No, it must be 6 feet. Or we conceded out. I wasn't paying attention. Did we get double bogey or did we get within the circle? I don't know. Perhaps I ought to pay more attention. Okay, we got to quit using these yellow tees. That was just a horrendous shot. Count it as a stroke. Do whatever you want. But it was bad. Doink. Wow. Okay, so there's some out of bounds stakes. It's obviously not going to take that into account.
Number 1 player to swing.
What are we at, 100 yards? Apron. I was going to say skirt.
Number 1 player to putting.
Ooh, that's a nasty
Body
little putt.
chance.
I don't know what she's saying, but she isn't saying birdie. That was nowhere near a good read. I honestly would like to see anybody get anywhere near the hole on that green with that hill in front of the hole.
Car chance.
And the way the physics are, you'd have to play a lot. You'd just have to play the game a lot and get a feel for the putting physics.
Number 1 player to putting.
I don't even have to think. You do all the thinking for me.
Concede double bogey.
Okay, what do we got here? The 11th, par 5. I'm willing to bet we're hitting driver.
Number 1 player to swing. This is a 4 out of 4 star on the difficulty scale. I'm not looking forward to playing the 5-star difficulty. Didn't even get any club path data. Get back on there. I mean, at least we had that little retaining wall to help us out, right? Still a long ways from the hole. Get out of there. That's,
Bunker.
in real life, that ball would be buried.
Number 1 player to swing.
20% for the bunker. You would have to, I don't know. I don't know what happens in golf if your ball's buried in the sand trap. Oh!
Bunker.
Oh,
Number 1 player to swing.
that was kind of funny. Oh, good Lord. Let's hit up on it here. We hit up on it so much, we had a missed shot. Oh, it just keeps on lodging into the bunker. All right, you
Number
guys,
1 player to swing.
lesson learned. We're not getting it out of here. You can see we just keep on lodging it into the bunker. We're already on the 5th shot here. That work? Okay, so the game clearly takes, right? We were
Number
already
1 player to
penalized
swing.
so many %, but the game, I think, was looking for a little too much launch angle, if I had to guess. In order to get out of the hole, thou must have this much launch angle. Just little nuances you would need to get used to if you were going to switch
Number
and
1
have this
player
be
to
your
swing.
only software. Get up there.
Green.
Oh, that ball just keeps on going. It's a gift that
Number
keeps
1
on giving.
player to putting.
See, that's like accelerating uphill almost. I might be nitpicking.
Number 1 player
Maybe
to
GS
putting.
Pro's wrong. That just didn't feel right.
Quadruple bogey.
Quadruple bogey. I deserved that. 24 over par. There's no chance of us breaking 100 on this round. That
Number
idea went
1
out a
player
long
to
time
swing.
ago. 150, severely downhill. Yeah, it's gonna play like 120. Completely blind. This hole is, you'd have to walk up to the front of the tee box to even know what the hell you were doing here. And then that just felt poopy. Okay.
Rough.
We're getting
Number
the
1
shanks
player
worked
to
out. I'm
swing.
trying some different stuff every day in the simulator. I don't really shank much in on the real course. I can't remember the last time I shanked on the real course. Don't know.
Green.
Not bad. Strange physics.
Number 1 player to putting. Poor chance.
Use my little cheater arrow here. Well, probably gonna roll quite some ways.
Number 1 player to putting.
I mean, that's kind of fun. It's like arcade style. jangling of
Bogey.
pans in the kitchen.
Number 1 player to swing.
Alright, there's some water in play here. I'm literally gonna aim for OB. Alright, not bad.
Rough.
Wasn't a bad shot.
Number 1 player to
100
swing.
miles an hour at club speed. I feel like it probably should have gone further. I don't know the altitude. I don't know anything on these courses here. What do we got to the green? Let's just smoke the ball here. Hopefully we smoked it far enough. Yep, into that huge bunker.
Bunker. Number 1 player to swing.
What are we doing here? Let's maybe aim a little more in here. We'll use pin hunting at this point.
Green.
It's 20 yards away
Number
from the
1
pin,
player
so
to putting.
60 feet.
Par
Quite a long
chance.
putt. Pretty excited about a par chance from a quarter mile away. Definitely need to hit a little harder than that.
Number 1 player to putting.
Oh, so close.
Concede double bogey.
See double bogey. What do we got here? Par 4. How are we only on the 14th hole?
Number 1 player to swing.
And a little left. Stay dry. Please stay dry. Oh no!
Water hazard.
That is very good looking water though. I like that.
Number 1 player to swing.
Okay, it looks like we took a 1-stroke penalty for that shittery. And this shot could go literally anywhere. I kind of can't tell where it is. It's in the rough. It's hard to tell. You just couldn't ask for a better shot than that.
Number 1 player to
Crazy
putting.
you can hit in
Par chance.
one hole. You can hit a 90-degree shank over to the right, and then a shot like that, which clearly would not have gone in the same direction if we were on a real course, but by golly, we're not on a real course. Okay. That's rolling to
Rough.
who knows where. Probably gonna want
Number
me
one
to
player to
see, because
swing.
I hit the last one short, so golf rules dictate that I have to hit the next one too damn far, right? And these greens, these are tough greens.
Green.
I can tell they've made them a little more slippery. I can't even
Number one
imagine what
player
a
to
5-star difficulty course is like. Granted, I ain't hitting as straight or whatever as a lot of people do, but still. And then that one's not far enough. Yeah, I don't know. It's
Number
probably
one
me.
player
Let's just
to
go ahead
putting.
and say it's me. I'm the problem. No?
Double
Give me that
par.
one. All right, where are we at here? Thinking about it, par 3. Can't grab a club because I don't know.
Number one player to
208.
swing.
Downhill. A bit of an open face there. Looks like we got a favorable
Rough.
bounce. Not quite.
Number one player to swing.
63 yards here.
Green.
Well, that ain't bad at all. And then it's stuck.
Number one player to
Strange
putting.
green physics.
More chance.
I mean, if I was a launch monitor manufacturer, I would also be, right? I would have some software. I would try to keep users in that same
Concede bogey.
ecosystem, right? Like for any of you video game players out there, the Valve Steam Deck,
Number one
the
player
reason they
to
can
swing.
sell it so cheaply is because they count on you staying in that ecosystem and buying your games on Steam. I think these launch monitor manufacturers try to do the same thing, right? And it's getting to be where the standard is you need to have full golf courses in your software suite as a launch monitor manufacturer. Wasn't a bad shot, it was just high. I don't feel like this driver's very forgiving. I've said that in other videos.
Number one player to swing.
I just don't. You pretty much gotta be in the middle of the sweet spot. I don't feel like the game took the slope I was on into account. Otherwise that
Fairway.
ball would have wanted to go off to the right.
Number one player to swing.
Again, I don't have any major problems with this software. It's just probably not going to be the most realistic thing you've ever done. That was pretty chunky. Yeah, we're short, about 20 yards short.
Number one player to putting.
Use our little cheater
More
arrow
chance.
here. because why not? Just entirely too happy, too excited about a par chance. 56 feet. Come on, do the slip and slide here.
Number 1 player do putting.
I'd say that's my biggest complaint so far is the physics
Number
on the
1
green.
player do putting.
Oh, that wasn't close enough. Jangling
Double
with
bogey.
kitchen pots and pans there as we get into the hole here. All right, the 17th is a par 4. We're already at 97
Number
plus
1
34.
player do swing.
Oh, and this thing's not going to give us any favors here. Do us any favors. I am looking forward to playing one of those 5-star difficulty courses, though. No club path data. Uneekor seems to do pretty much whatever the hell it wants. And I got no speed data. Stickers on
Number
there
1
though.
player do swing.
Don't ask me. 200 yards downhill. It's all downhill from here. Real fat. My wife and I were watching some golf videos. She's not into golf,
Number
but
1 player do
she
swing.
supports me. And the first time she heard me say something about that shot was fat, she said, "What the hell does that mean?" Like it was a derogatory term or something. And I said, it just means you would have hit into the ground and taken like a pretty big divot, right? Not bad. Stay there. These greens are slipperier than a pig in shit.
Green. Number 1 player do putting.
Oh boy.
Par chance.
Par chance. I guess that's exciting. That's not exciting if you're a scratch golfer, right? Oh, don't you dare roll back down that hill. You and I
Number
will
1
exchange
player
some
do
words.
putting.
Get in there. Oh, come on.
Concede double bogey.
The bogey? Okay. 18th hole, Bay Hill, Uneekor's native software. I can't remember what it's called.
Number 1 player do swing.
It's about time to eat dinner. Oh, whoa. This course is crazy. This is not a course I would use a walking cart on. You'd definitely be riding. And look, it's kind of humorous how accurate you've got to be, I guess. It's not that bad, but those red penalty areas are all over the place. Premium for accuracy, huh? Oh, see, I think, especially if that hits the cart path, that'd definitely be out.
Rough.
Shot.
Number 1 player to swing.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't even take a penalty for that. I think that careened off the top of the hill. It went pretty
Fairway.
damn high, but we're also in like a really bad
Number
lie
1
as
player
well.
to
So
swing.
all things being equal, that wasn't bad. That did something weird.
Rough.
Alrighty.
Number 1
5
player
yards
to swing.
out. Ball caddy's out of golf balls. Oh, there's the shank monster. He's back from his smoke break.
Rough. Number 1 player to swing.
I feel like golf's it's a journey as much as it is a destination. Because you've got the destination, which is, I want to shoot, I want to break 100, I want to break 90, I want to break 80, I want to be scratch, right? That was fun. Just slow down. I don't think I sculpted that. It wouldn't have rolled that far in real life.
Rough.
No way. But back to what I was saying before, it's a destination, but I think it's like, for me, it's the journey is more interesting right now. What do I have to do
Green.
to stop hitting off the heel?
Number 1 player.
What
to
do I
putt.
gotta do to stop slicing? It's a lot more fun for me to figure that stuff out and be kind of balls deep in the numbers. Because if I was just chasing scores right now, if I was just chasing the destination, I wouldn't be having as much fun at all. All right, I think
Double
that
bogey.
concludes this adventure. We shot a 110, not bad. Just started really getting back serious into golf in July, I think. I have no complaints about a 110. I shot a 110, gosh, quite a few times this summer on the golf course, but there you have it. Okay, it's Uneekor Refine, and it is an annual subscription, and I believe it's fairly spendy. Folks, thanks for joining me tonight. That was a bit of a rough round. We're still fighting a case of the shanks, but that showed you a little bit of the Uneekor's native software suite here. I think you have a dozen or so full 18 hole courses, and we'll continue to move through them. The first one I happen to pick happened to be a 4 out of 5 star difficulty rating. There's some settings you can futz with in the game to change difficulty. You got 3 different tee positions, stuff like that. But again, I appreciate you guys watching. Be safe out there. Happy Monday, and we'll see you guys in the next video.